Shalom. Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule and teach well with 100% truth. Alright? Sincere Shalom to the house of David, the hopeful elect that's tuning into the truth and pushing the truth with all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered. Now this is on the World Economic Forum's website where it says, "Welcome to the age of the polycrisis, the Global Risk Report 2023." Has a little video right there, which we're not going to go into. You can go to their website yourself and watch the video. We're just going to skim through the little article. It's very short, okay? And let's see what these devils got to say. Welcome to the age of the and I believe Davos means David. You know, just throwing that out there. Welcome to the age of the polycrisis, the Global Risk Report 2023. As 2023 begins, the world is facing a set of risks that feel both wholly new and eerily similar. We've seen a return of older risks: inflation, cost of living crisis, trade wars, capital outflows from emerging markets, widespread social unrest, geopolitical confrontation, and the specter of nuclear warfare, which few of these generations' business leaders or public policymakers have experienced. And all of this is cracking off now. You know, there's been a lot of things going on since they released this polycrisis statement. You know, you had the train derailments with the toxic chemicals. You had the wildfires from Canada coming into the U.S. The smoke. You had these cyber attacks going on. So it is the year of the polycrisis, right? And it's only going to increase as the days go by, the weeks, the months, the years that go by. It's going to be all out hell for this world. You know what? Let's just click the video for a little bit. Why not, right? Let's play the video.
I think 2023 will be a very interesting ride, and I'm not sure people are sufficiently aware of the risks of the uncertainty because we're confronted with something we haven't seen before.
Welcome to Radio Davos, the podcast from the World Economic Forum that looks at the biggest challenges and how we might solve them. On the eve of the annual meeting in Davos, we're looking at the forum's annual Global Risks Report to find out what humanity sees as the biggest risks we all face.
And it's also raised the specter of geopolitical confrontations and maybe even nuclear warfare in Europe, which we haven't had to consider for years.
We talked to two of the people behind the Global Risks Report who explain why this is the era of the polycrisis.
We're coming out of an area of almost unnatural stability that we saw for maybe 15, 20 years. Because if you look at human history, what we experience today seems not so out of the norm, when stability is something that was not observed in history for very long periods of time.
War, pandemics, climate change, inflation. What are the risks and how should we face them?
We're facing numerous interlinked crises. We need to come together to solve these challenges.
Subscribe to Radio Davos wherever you get your podcasts. Leave us a rating and a review and join us on the World Economic Forum Podcast Club on Facebook.
And I just looked up that word poly because I knew it meant multiple numbers or multiple things, but I just had to make sure. And poly, all right, that's in the scriptures, man. Polycrisis. This is prophecy, all right? And poly means many, several, or much. And how's that in the scriptures? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries, a crisis is a misery. For many great miseries is the same as saying a polycrisis. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in a latter time shall dwell in the world, right? Global risk, the world, because they have walked in great pride. Isn't isn't it Pride Month right now? Right? You got a whole month dedicated to wickedness, being prideful in wickedness, the world, right? So this already been a polycrisis, but guess what? The Most High is gonna pull that switch. He's gonna pull that switch, and when Heavenly Father gives that green light for Yahweh Shah to return, He's gonna come and really lay the smackdown on these people. Let's continue what they gotta say in this video or audio clip, whatever.
Facebook. I'm Robin Pomeroy at the World Economic Forum, and with this look at the Global Risks Report 2023,
Improved collaboration. That would be my hope.
this is Radio Davos. As 2023 begins, the world is facing a set of risks that feel both wholly new and eerily familiar. I'm reading from the executive summary of the Global Risks.
I'm not sure when we will be ready to accept the pain, how many years of continued warming we will need to see. But ultimately, I think the writing on the wall will be such that we can't avoid the conclusions.
Question to Carolina. Given that we're entering a new era, essentially, of low growth, low investment, low cooperation, tougher trade-offs for governments, not only in energy, but also broadly across social, environmental, technological, and security concerns, what do you think investment in resilience looks like? And how can the private sector get involved? And
just in, U.S. national debt reaches an all-time high of $32 trillion. That's just surface debt. The true debt of the Babylon the Great is like in the hundreds of trillions. It's not 32 trillion. It's like 300 or 400 trillion or some madness like that, man. They just show you surface debt. But let's just I'm gonna just skim through this video really through the spirit to see if anything is truly being said that we can eat off of, right?
And to effectively prepare for these global risks, we have to stop worrying that the required investments will be a drag on national or corporate growth. And we need to prioritize implementing a resilience mindset that runs deeply through everything, whether it's our boardrooms or supply chains or sustainability targets or approach to worker health and well-being. And if we focus on strategy.
This is Matthew 16 and 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So if you're out here thinking that these carnal means is gonna save you, man, which by your own will, and the Heavenly Father will doesn't align with that. He wants you to be put to death for whatever reason. Can be for being in the names of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, being a mortar, or just being a low down dirty devil, man, right? Or being a 2/3 heathen, right? Because you have three classifications of men: the sons of men, the sons of God, and the sons of the wicked. The sons of men are you heathens, excluding Esau, all right? And the son of the wicked is the Edomites, and the sons of God are the Israelites, man. And the Most High can put down anybody of those three classifications that He wants, besides Yahweh Shai at this point, right? Because Yahweh Shai is sitting at the right hand; He has the glory, all right? That second covenant, right? He's immortal; he can't go off. So the Heavenly Father has no reason to put down Yahweh Shai. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, since Yahweh Shai was given that authority, has all the reasons to kill off Jake, man. All right, and that's in the scriptures that we're all worthy of death. Let's get that. This is Isaiah 64 and 6. But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousnesses, right? Righteousnesses are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away. So that means we're all worthy of death, man. because righteousness is immortality, and wickedness, sin, is death. This is Romans 3:23. For we all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Heavenly Father. All right, the Most High. Now let's get back to what they're saying. These devils, man, and these heathens.
Strategies that position us well for longer term risks and structural changes, I think we can reduce uncertainties and make better decisions about where to invest the limited resources that we have. But it will take
industrial revolution, and I said that before, and every industrial revolution has made the world a better place.
So these devils is talking about pretty much the fourth industrial revolution, which is going to be merging man with machine, mainly the charagma. All right, that RF identification being jabbed up in you. All right, that's what they're talking about right now. And the world has not been a better place since you devils have been ruling. That's a fact.
Why would this one be different?
So he's saying, why would the fourth industrial revolution be different? It's not going to be different. It's going to be you devils trying to prestige master, right? If you ever played Call of Duty Black Ops 2, when you reach the maximum rank, it's called prestige master. They're trying to go prestige master with their wickedness to implement the C-hip.
I think it's the lack of optimism and the lack of resilience at the individual level in terms of adapting to change that is holding us back in like venturing into that future. Now, we will have to get there anyways, but it seems if I take today's mentality 150 years back, I think kind of the Russian invasion into Ukraine and the following price increase in carbon-based energy has demonstrated again.
You know, when they talk about carbon, that's pretty much a code word to killing off people, because they're saying carbon is making things hard to grow. And I seen a literal fact, that people that have greenhouses, they use what? Carbon to help their greenhouses. So if carbon is destroying the earth, why are people using it for their greenhouses? All right, the carbon they're talking about is people. They want to kill people. It's not cow farts and stuff, man. It's you got to be an idiot to believe that, okay? Cow farts, man. Come on.
The unwillingness of accepting higher carbon prices, which will be required to actually drive the transition over time. It seems like the 2050 target is misunderstood as an invitation to do nothing and avoid the disruptive pains of an adaptation process, at least in the short term. I think people have not accepted that the era of cheap carbon energy will come to an end. And it's only a matter of time when it will come to an end. And it's only a question on whether we destroy the planet on the way.
In the report, we talk about how policymakers are...
And these devils talking about destroying the planet is literally them destroying the planet for being sore losers. Let me get that. This is Matthew 24:22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. And no flesh being saved because the Heavenly Father bringing that chaos through Esau Edom, and the Heavenly Father directly orchestrating chaos, all right? It's going to be really bad, like a time like never before. This is Luke 12, and I'm going to jump to Daniel after Daniel 12, actually, after Luke 12. This is Luke 12:49. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it already be kindled? So the Heavenly Father is not trying to bring peace to the earth. He's trying to destroy it. He's trying to destroy the earth, man. Not trying, he is. And by destroying the earth, I'm not talking about this little planet being destroyed. I'm talking about people being destroyed, being killed, infrastructure being brought down. Okay? A new rulership being brought in, the old rulership, the current rulership being brought down. That's what I mean by destroying the earth. Now let's go to Daniel 12. Daniel 12 and 1. And the time of the end, right? And at that time shall Michael, Yalla, which means he's like the Most High, stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And in that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's the elect. The elect are going to be delivered from this devil's madness. Okay? And it's going to be like, it's going to be so much happening. There's going to be so much happening that we won't even we won't not understand, but we won't even anticipate the chaos. Like, I'm pretty sure 99% of Jakes, specifically in the truth, didn't anticipate a chemical attack from the train derailment that messed up the water, and it was the chemical got in the rain and made like a toxic cloud, and it rained this toxic acidic stuff, like literal acid rain. Jake wasn't expecting that. Jake wasn't expecting this wildfires to cause this crazy smoke in New York City and Pennsylvania and all that up north up there. So it's gonna Heavenly Father's gonna bring so much that we're not gonna even understand till it happens, man. And there's not gonna be no escape. Even these elites in their bunkers are not gonna escape judgment. Let's go to this is Amos the 5th chapter. And verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? And I seen it was elder Gabar. It was Elder Gabar. He made a video saying we're only guilty. The only thing we're guilty of is wanting to see the day of the Lord. All right, because we want to get the hell out of here, man. And we don't know if we're gonna make it. Right? We're designing the day of the Lord. But you never know. You might bug out, man. You might literally at the last second. You can have faith. You can have all that. You can have the works. You can have all that, right? You can have the mindset that you gonna endure, not take the C hip, whatever. And then you get in the midst of Jacob's trouble, and you see all the evil, you see all the chaos, and everything you built up just plummets. It just plummets. You fold, man. You take the charagma. You just be wicked. Who knows? You don't know what's going to be your lot in these days to come, man, because it's going to be a massive change in society. Okay, like right now we're still comfortable. We're comfortable, right? Even if you're struggling to keep your head above water, you're still comfortable compared to what's coming. It's going to be pretty much we're going to be roaming around, man, roaming around like on some apocalyptic movie stuff. And that's in the scriptures. Let's get that. What was it? I think it was. Let's see. This is Second Ezra 16:40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So you're gonna have Jake roaming around. You might have Jake be in Babylon, and Jake end up in end up in Ghana or something. And another Jake might be up in the UK and he end up in Babylon the Great, right? Being pilgrims upon the earth. You don't know where you're going to end up. Now that great deliverance, that grand deliverance, will be here in Babylon the Great, right? It's in Micah 4. Just get that real quick about that. It's multiple scriptures. Actually, I'm going to do a whole video going into that. That can be his own video. Lord's will, that's be my next video going into Babylon the Great being that great um, deliverance. And I'm gonna go back to Amos 5 and end this off there. Amos 5, and We read verse 18, verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion, right? So you escaped the jaws, the claws, the aggression of a lion, and a bear met him. So you may escape a lion and you run up into a bear den, man, a bear cave, man. Run up a tree and the bear in the tree next to you and it hop into your tree, right? Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall. So you tired, you out of breath from running away from a lion and a bear, right? You got away from the lion, got away from the bear. You out of breath, you leaned your hand on the wall, boom, and a serpent bit him. So you got bit by a king cobra. You got bit by a rattlesnake. You got, what is another one? I can't think of them. Cottonmouth, right? Now the venom's in your body and it's literally like making your blood jelly and it's gonna shun down your muscle and you're dying slow. So that's just giving you the quick hitter on how you can't escape judgment. It's no escape. The Lord's word is edifying. Shalom.